Okay, so um, okay, so you can now put your question. Question number one can be, what is your name or what is whatsoever. You get it? Question number one. One. What is this? So, and you need to put options. The options are there. Option one, A. Option two. In fact, if I need A, B, C, I can add all of them. A, B, C, D. Those are the options. Is that clear? But this is just for normal. So when you are done with this, you come to plus. You can see there. We have plus. Here we have plus. You can see the plus here. Is that you add another question. So you can add another question there. Just put plus. So that is question number two. Question number two, put whatever you want. Whatsoever you want, put it there. Option A, good. Option B, bad. Option C, worse. Option D, worst. So, so that is that. But now we now want to convert what we have done. We have written two questions, which is enough. Now we want to use that two questions to make, this is just a Google form, which anybody can just actually answer. Is that it? But we want to convert it to quiz or exam. Is that it? Exam, what we expect is that it will mark it, the computer will mark it itself. Is that it? So what do you need to do? You now go to your setting. There is setting up here. There is setting up here. So click on the setting. Once you click on the setting, you can see make quiz. Make this quiz. Is that it? Make this quiz. So that is what you can see there. Make this a quiz. Make this a quiz. Is that it? So you go and activate that. It's not activated, just activate it. Click on this empty space. You can see it. It has been activated. So just click on that space. So it has been activated. Then release your grade. Do you want them to see the grade, the result immediately, or after some time? So that is what you have there. So immediate after each submission, or later after manual review. Manual review is actually for some that are theory. If you have theory questions, so you need to go through it before the result is released. You need to go through it and give them, call them. So that is what that one is saying. So if it is immediate, you click that. Then you can see some other things there. We have these questions. Do you want the student to see the questions that they have missed? Do you want them to see the final answer? You can actually do that. If all of them are taking the quiz together. But if they are not taking it together, maybe there are different, they can take it within some period. Somebody that has done it now will look at it and see the answer and tell the other person. Is that it? In fact, another somebody will do it now, and because you have seen the correction, you will go and do it again to get everything. So you have to be very careful with that one. So that is just, I think those are the major settings that you do. So, those are that's the major. The other things, but you don't do that now. Once you master the first one, on your own, you can now continue to discover so many other things. So you now go back to questions. You can see up here, we have settings, we have responses, we have questions. Go back to questions. When you now go back to questions, you want to assign how many score in each question. So this is question number 1. You click on question number 1. We need to know which one is the answer. You know, computer cannot just tell the answer itself. You have to tell the computer the answer. So you click it. Once you click it, you now come down here. Answer key. Answer key. Answer key is there. You can see answer key. So you click on the answer key. You click on it. Once you click on it, it will take you here. How many marks? Is it just 1 mark, 2 marks, or 0 marks? So this is it. You can write whatever you want. If it is 5 marks, you can write 5 marks. If it is 4 marks you want, you can write 4 marks. Now that question number 1, I want it to be 5 marks. I want it to be 10 marks. Is that it? So once you are done with that, you now also click which one is the correct answer. Is it A, is it B, is it C, is it D? So you have to click on it. You can see. For question number 1, the answer is B. So once you are done with that, you click done. If this question number 1 is ready, students can attempt that question number 1 and it's going to score them automatically. You get it? So that is question number 1. If you need to proceed to question number 2, you can also scroll down. This is question number 2. Click on it. That's question number 2. Also go to what? Answer key. Click on it. It will bring you the score. Then, whatever, if this one is number 3 marks, put 3 marks there. And then, which one is the correct answer? D. Click on it. Done. So this question number 1 and 2 are ready. Is that it? So if you need to add more questions, also go to plus here and add as many questions as you want. Is that it? So once you are done, just go to publish. Here you are going to see the total marks. You know question number 1. Question number 1 was 5 marks. Question number 2, 3 marks. Making total of 8. So that is it here. 8 marks. So if you are ready, just publish it. Okay, another thing is that when you are using phone, you may not see publish here, publish in the phone. But there is a particular arrow there. Just click on the arrow. So to bring publish. So this is it. Anyone with the link. Is there anyone with the link that you want? Anyone that sees the link should be able to what? See the quiz. Or if you may want to manage it, maybe you have created a user email address for them, and there are some emails that you have accepted that yes, I want. So you can come to manage. Manage is going to tell you add people that you want. But when you are adding, it is email. Exactly, it is email that is recognized. So email, WhatsApp is not recognized. Email address. So those people, it means they have to log into their email address before they can attempt that quiz. It's just for us to manage so that not everybody will see. But at this level, I think we don't need that. At this level, we don't need that. Just allow all of them to do it. Once they have the link, let them do it. So that is that particular one. So I may not need this. Just come to this, publish. So I'll publish now. Is that clear? I'll publish it. Now the major thing is, where is the link? You come to this place. You can see this. That is like a chain. That is where you can find the link. So you can go there, copy this link. Or you what? You shorten the link. You can click this to shorten the link. You can see this one is now shortened. The other way which people use, there is Bitly, B-I-T dot, I think B-I-T-L-Y. Just type Bitly to Google. Bitly is to help you to customize it the way you want. You get it? So that students can type, maybe sometimes I actually do this for students, and I want it to be, I will now put it as maybe this particular thing now, I will name it class 1 quiz. Is that clear? I will customize it. That the link I want to use is https class 1 quiz. Is that clear? I go to Bitly. Bitly will help me to convert it like that. So that you can see Bitly there. So Bitly is for us to customize link. Because that link, there are some characters that they may be there. And you want to call it for them. You want them to write it down. So in that case, you can customize it with Bitly. When you customize, I can now customize it to be class 1 quiz. Or any name that you pick, you want to use. So that when the students just get it, they will go to Google and type https class ahead. Okay, I should demonstrate that. There's not much time. Okay. Bitly is bitly.com. Okay, so this is Bitly. Shorting a long link. If I need to shorten a link, that is why we use Bitly. Exactly. I remember that one of our brothers was a group, but I don't know whether I still functioning. But Bitly is at any time you can use it. So, what you don't even need to sign in. Just go to it. And then I want to shorten a long link. So, let me see. So this is the link. I can paste the link here. Sorry. I've not copied it. Okay. Let me come here, copy it. Come to Bitly. Okay, for Bitly, you may need to register before you can customize. Yes. You may need to register before you can customize. But just paste the link there. For example, this is it. If you paste it here, Control paste, then get your link. I think this is the link here. Or it's expecting you to. Okay, so this is it. Get your link for free. Okay, I think I need to register. We may not. So, yes, you may need to register. So, but I don't want us to be delayed with that one. So that is it. So, you can just use the link directly. This link that you copied here, this one, just copy it and give it to them. You can send it to them through WhatsApp. Once they see it on WhatsApp, they click on it and it will take them to that quiz directly. So that is Google Quiz. Now, you want it to be timed. If you want it to be timed, and you want, maybe they will do it at their homes. You also want it to be monitored such that they will not cheat, they will do it themselves, all those ones. I think it comes with a page, this thing, and it's not something that is much. I think it should be around $10 or so. So, and for $10, you are going to have 1,000 users. 1,000 users. Yes. As in 1,000 users. And it's just for a month. It's just for a month. It means a student, 1,000 students can do search, can have access to search within a month. And if you time them, if it is 30 minutes you want them to use, once they use 30 minutes, it will submit automatically. Exactly. Even if you want it to show their area when they are writing the quiz, you will see all those ones. So that is Google Quiz. Another one that we also have is the one mentioned, Kahoot. So Google Quiz is for individual. So Kahoot, like they have mentioned, is also another one that they can always use to engage our students, especially for competition, for group work. So once you have the students, like we are now, you may say, okay, let's have a Kahoot. Let me see, I think I have one here. Yes. So look at this, for example. This is a Kahoot. And then I've prepared this. This is just the same thing. All of them we have to enter that same thing. Exactly. But how do we get it? How do we do it? You start from just go to Kahoot.com. Kahoot.com. So when you get to Kahoot.com, you have so many things there. Sorry. So this is, for example, this is my own Kahoot. Okay. Now for Kahoot, one thing about Kahoot is that you can always see prepared questions. You can see prepared questions. You don't, sometimes it's very difficult for us to prepare questions. And one of those challenges that we have as teachers is after lesson notes and all of that things, they will talk of questions too. So in Kahoot, you have some prepared questions. So you can just go to Discover. You can see this is the menu. Once you register, when you just like you open your Gmail account and so on, just go to Kahoot. Let me see if I can. For example, if I'm using this, I'll just go to Kahoot.com. This is what is going to print. So to be able to use it, just click sign up for free. Sign up for free. So click on sign up for free. Click on sign up for free. Then as a teacher, as who? So as a teacher, just call it a school, and then it will ask of your email address, then you create password and so on. So that next time you want to log in, you use that username or email address and the password to log in. So that is it. So I've created one. Now, go to Discover. So if you have now signed in, how do you navigate it? just go to sign in. Once you sign in, you are going to see these items. They are the menu list. Go to discover. Home is just the normal background. Discover is just to see whether what you are looking for, maybe it has been done by some other people before. So, and you can, can you think of a topic that you want to set questions on? So, think of any topic. Can we think of anyone? A topic that we need a question for Kahoot on. Pollution. Okay, so just click pollution, type pollution here. Okay, so it's going to give us different Kahoots. So we have a Kahoot of about 7.3 thousand on pollution. So we can look at it. So these are different Kahoots that we have on pollution. So you now can now continue to look at them. Which one actually relates with what you want to test? Is that clear? So, and then you can also amend it to suit your own purpose. So, for example, if I pick this now, I have 20 questions on it. So, this is the question on it. So, these are the questions. It says, so 20 questions. So, if you need to actually check, you can click on it. So this is the option edit. You can come here, you can see up here, edit. So if you need to edit, so duplicate to edit. So the way you are duplicating, the duplicate is for you. They have their own template already. So duplicate it so that you now work on the duplicate. So the first question here is, what is the percentage of atmosphere? What percentage of the atmosphere is oxygen? So these are the options. And this is the final answer. It says, the student has 30 seconds to answer it. So this is it. So if there is need for you to edit anything, you can edit. Question number 2 is here. Why is oxygen? So this is number 2. Why is oxygen so important to life on Earth? So there are so many questions here. So you look at the ones that actually suit your own classroom. So, and then you pick. But another thing about this is that, for example, if you are using it for quiz competition, you may divide the students into groups. Group 1, do this together. Give them a phone or a tab that they will use to answer the question. Group number 2, give them the same thing. Group number 3, give them the same thing. So if it is 4 tabs that you have for that class, so you can actually use it to engage the students. So that is, and you know what, one thing about Kahoot is that even if all of them know the answer, and they click the right answer, they will still get different scores. Because they are going to use different time to answer it. So that is also one thing that is good about that. So it means today, we should not be doing quiz that will not be calling, what is this? Number 1, difficulty, number 2, this, number 3, this. And then now, okay, which one is the answer? We have moved past that particular stage. So we should be adopting something of this nature for our quiz competition subsequently. So that is what we mean by Kahoot. It's also another app that we can use. So the third one I'm going to explain is another app. We call it IXL. So for Kahoot, just like our first lecturer said, we have free version and we have paid version. So I think for now, what I can see for now is that for free version, you must not have up to maybe 20 to 40 players. individual. By the time you build up to 50, you have to pay. Or 100 participants. And I don't think we did that. So what we can see, what we need, we see may not need to pay before we get it used. So that is so the third one, which may be the last one because of time, is the ISL app. ISL is a personalized app. It's a personalized app. Just like I explained, you can see for Kahoot. I said they are ready-made questions in Kahoot. They are ready-made. The first one we look at Google Quiz. You may not see any ready-made. But if teacher A has done, he may be able to share it with teacher B. So that the same thing teacher B can also do. The same thing you can also do in what we call it, in Kahoot. When teacher A does something, he can share with teacher B. So that we begin to share. When you have wasted time to prepare something, I don't need to also waste time. And that's what we mean by collaboration and code that they have told us in the first lecture. So, but for IXL is an app that everything that you need is ready there. Readily made. It's readily made. They call it a personalized app. What is a personalized app? It means, I don't know, maybe you receive any message. For those who that filled the form yesterday and put their email address there, I've sent a username and password, not in details on the IXL to us. Did you receive anything? You receive it, Abi? So it means you can use what you have received. Is there anybody that has received it? Have we all received? You have received? Okay. So what you have received, at least you can use it for the next 5 days. You have fully everything about our curriculum there. Questions and answers prepared, lecture prepared, video lecture prepared. That is what you see in ISL. So ISL, just go to ixl.com. ixl.com. X for xylophone, and L for Lagos. IXL, this is an example of what you see there. So once you get to your IXL, ixl.com, the first thing, the first page, landing page, you see username and password. So the username, I sent username and password to some of us that have filled the form yesterday. So you just have it. Once you have it, just go to ISL. If you don't have username and password, for every day you only have access to 10 questions. 10 questions. And 10 questions is not enough at all. A student that has ISL details, study details, at least daily should not answer less than 20, 50 questions. It depends. You can start with 20. As time goes on, you continue to improve. So IXL majorly, like I said, is a personalizer. And what they have done there is they concentrated on mathematics, English, sciences. I think those are the ones that we really have interest in our own curriculum here. Actually, we still have social studies and government, but more of UK, US. It may not fit into our curriculum, but the math, English, sciences fit into our own curriculum. And why I said you can have it from kindergarten. Kindergarten students can use it. From kindergarten, okay, let me see. So, okay, this is it. IXL. So if you have logged in, my IXL learning assessment, analytics. ISL is working like AI. Although it's not fully AI, but it's working like AI. Yes, there are some things that have not made it to be like AI. Like a student was, one of my students answered the question. The answer, maybe the answer was maybe 10. So he now put 10 feet. Eh? So ISL mark it wrong for you. You get it? It's still AI, but the level is not up to the expected one. Because if it is fully AI, when you see 10 feet and 10, you be able to recognize that, okay, the student, you don't even know that he's not supposed to write the feet. He may still mark it correct. That, okay, this is what we need. So ISL is whatever you need. And based on what questions you are answering, it will tell that, you have problem in this topic. And based on that, it's going to recommend, okay, for social students, you need to study this particular topic. So that is how I said. So once you enter it, look at it, you have pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, first grade, that is primary 1, primary 2, primary 3, primary 6, GSS 1, GS 2, GS 3. But for mathematics, after GSS 2, it's actually divided all other curriculum into algebra, geometry, and pre-calculus. You get it? But for English, it's up to grade 12. For English, this is language arts. So it's up to grade 12. This is it. Pre-kindergarten, up to grade 12. And then whichever exam, it's also based on some exams. SAT, all those ones, you can find it there. So that is ISL. And once you have, if students, as teachers, as schools, this one is not free. I've explained all those ones that are free. But this one is not free. An example is, and one thing about ISL is also that we have video. Look at it, for example, if I pick a 5th grade, another thing about ISL is that we have games there. All those topics that they are teaching, they have also gamified them. You get it? How do you play game? And at the same time, you will be learning mathematics, you will be learning English, you will be learning science based on the game. Those things that they have taught you, they want you to, they will ask questions. Once you get it, you move. It means you are getting the game, you are moving ahead in the game. That's what ISL is about. So for example, if we pick, now look at it, reading, writing, everything. Writing paragraphs, there's a way they teach it in ISL here. For example, if, look at this, literary devices, they want to teach simile and metaphor, for example. And I want to answer a question there. Because the major thing is that they started with questions and answer alone. About around 2016, they were only doing question and answer alone. So by the time goes on, they develop it such that you don't have video. For example now, look at this topic I've clicked for English. I want to be able to identify simile and metaphor for primary 5 students. Simile and metaphor. How do you identify it? Now, if the student sees the question and is not able to answer, he can come here, learn with an example. Learn with an example, they are going to explain it in detail. What do you mean by simile? What do you mean by metaphor? How are they different? They are going to. Now, if you cannot understand that, you can come here to watch a video. So, watch a video. Is here to explain simile and metaphor. So there are no videos to actually explain it. So that is the explanation. And you see, when we say AI, what AI want to do is that we have seen a perfect teacher, and we want every one of yours to also what? To be able to what? Use the knowledge of that perfect teacher in his own classroom too. This is it. You get it? You know, remember in those days, Attila was doctor for, Dr. This, Dr. Alimi, you go and talk for Shegon, and everybody will want Dr. Alimi to attend to him. Tó bá ti lọ sí hospital, tó bá lọ hospital yẹn tí kò bá ti Dr. Alimi there, you will feel reluctant to what? To even meet the doctor. Now, what AI is doing is that AI wants to replicate Dr. Alimi, so that if another doctor use the knowledge of Dr. Alimi, what Dr. Alimi has done, he will be able to use it in his own office to attend to what? To attend to patients. The same thing to teachers. There are perfect ones already. Okay, Kilo Shele is not talking. So that is it. So you can see it's explaining. So after the explanation, then you say that okay, you have got it. Then you can now begin to answer questions. Which sentence uses a simile? Mr. Lawrence's long leg were sunflower stalks. Mr. Lawrence's leg were as long as. So the simile we know. Which one is the answer? The second one, Abi. So you submit. Good work. You have answered just one question, and it gave us 10 marks for that. So the student, once he continue to answer the question, it will increase the mark until he reach like 80 over 100. 80 over 100, they will assume that to an extent you have reached a mastery level. But the highest is 100. So if a student can get 100, you will send a certificate to that student that you have mastered. This is a certificate to show that you have mastered the topic or the subtopic. So that is one thing about IXL. IXL, there is family plan, there is teacher's plan. For teacher's plan, the minimum students that one can accommodate if it is individual is 25. And that one is around ₦1 million in a year. So I've provided you already, it's around ₦1 million plus in a year. So, and it's just for 25 students. So a school can actually use it for 25 students. They can do it at home. You can use it to give them assignments. In fact, you can give them quiz as assignment. Here, you can use their questions, and at the same time, you can also use your own personal questions. But one thing about them is that their questions are standard. So, that is. So, as you are getting it, your mark will be increasing. So, you can go and try what I've given you. So, but when you miss any question, it's going to reduce your mark and reduce the level of difficulty. As you are getting it, it will increase the level of difficulty. So if you are not getting it, it's going to reduce the level of difficulty. So that is one thing about IXL. And one thing I've seen in them is that, no, the presentation is superb. You know, when we teach simultaneous equation, for example, in mathematics, the way we teach it, we always start from two equations. Abi? Two equations, x and y. But check IXL, the way they are presented it. The first equation is maybe x equals to 2. The second equation, x plus y equals to 5. Find y. Only pé tí o máa tí o ní lè ṣe yẹn easily. When you explain, you have to be x equals to 2. Oya go put x equals to 2 into second equation. That's the way they have presented it. They started from that level. And they move gradually and so on. And then lastly for IXL, another plan that you have that I feel is when she share there, and she may try it there, is the family plan. just for 10. You get it? That one is just for 10. And then that one is around I think 200k or so. So that one is around 200k for 10, and a teacher can still use that. The only difference between the family plan and the teacher's plan, in the teacher's plan, you can set quiz for them. Exactly. They can take quiz. Okay, at a topic investor in IFL, we want to review it together. Let's have a quiz. So you can set a quiz for them, and all of them will take the quiz, and they will know their course immediately. But for family plan, there's no quiz for that. In that sense. But there's also something for family plan. At this hour, you can always go to recommendation. You're going to recommend some questions for you to answer, whether math or English, and it's going to grade you. So the advice is that if you are using family plan, at interval every week, the students should go to recommendation area to solve different questions. You're going to bring questions based on what you are getting, what you have done before. It's just a review of everything that you have done in the past. So that is one thing about the IXL, and that is, I think for a year, it's around 200k or so, or less than that. So for family plan. So it means family plan is also something that you can use. You see, at this age, we need to adopt one of these things. I think during our old days, for JAMB, maybe the highest, in fact, before 2000, the highest in JAMB, I don't think I had of 300 in JAMB before 2000. In most cases, it will always be 280 something. But now, we are having 360, 360 something in JAMB. What has made it possible? It's just because of all these things, practice. Yeah, students have access to practice with all this CBT. Test driller. Just ask for some. They will say, I use test driller. I use this. They have been able to practice so many questions. So, for today's class, we don't restrict our students to just paper and pencil alone. Let them feel some of these things. Let them practice a lot. You get it? And once they practice, it is a way. In fact, you can learn so many things from it. So I think I would like to pause here. So in case of any question, thank you very much for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakumullah khairan jazaa for that wonderful and great